You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
Check out blackwhitenetwork.com. Support us by becoming a member today. Memberships just start at $10 per month. You can actually save money by getting the annual plan. When you actually sign up to become a member, you get a 7-day free trial. You get access to member videos and also our Friday member stream that we have every single Friday as well. You can also donate to us if you would like. $1, $5, $20, whatever you guys want to give. And don't forget about the merch. We're running our Easter sale now. 15% off everything in the merch store, including our Black and White Sports 2 hat, Patriots 1776 shirt, of course, our America 250 Bald Eagle Edition shirt with the America 250 flag on the back. It's our best-selling shirt. We also have matching hoodies, zip-up hoodies. We have sports backpacks, sports hats, other hats as well, and coffee mugs. But if you are a paying member to the website, you get 25% off your entire order. Well, if you guys remember back in April of 2025, that is when Carmelo Anthony brutally murdered Austin Metcalf at a track meet out there in Frisco, Texas. And Carmelo Anthony actually admitted to doing it. Now, the background is, it was actually raining at this track meet, and Carmelo Anthony went under the opposing team's tent. He wasn't supposed to be there. He was asked to leave. He refused. And of course, there was a scuffle, and then he actually pulled out a knife and told Austin Metcalf, "Touch me and see what happens." He was threatening the life of Austin Metcalf. And then he actually stabbed Austin Metcalf in the heart, and Austin Metcalf died in his twin brother's arm. Carmelo Anthony ran, and when the police actually caught up with him, he said, "I'm not alleged, I did it." He admitted to actually doing it. Now, Carmelo Anthony has his woke handlers out there. I believe his woke handler really hasn't said much in the past year because, he's a race scripter. Now, Carmelo Anthony is trying to say it was self-defense, but everyone that's actually watched that video, guys, and it's been very, very limited access too, by the way, no one has said that Carmelo Anthony was acting in self-defense. So he has a long way, folks, to actually prove that this is self-defense, even though I believe that this was not self-defense whatsoever. This was cold-blooded murder. And he's facing life in prison. Now, Texas can't give him the death penalty because he was a minor when this happened. But when it comes to Carmelo Anthony, man, he's been kind of living a good life since all this actually happened. I believe he's been staying at home. Of course, there was a whole thing with his Give, Send, Go. He was trying to raise, I believe, like $500,000 at first. And they said, "Oh, it ain't good enough. We need $1.4 million." And then we found out they blew it. And his Give, Send, Go has been staggered. Almost nobody is actually donating any money to this guy. But the trial is going to be starting in like 6 weeks, folks. I believe June 1st, if I'm not mistaken. And this judge now has really, really dropped the hammer on the woke media and the woke sports media that actually want to cover this thing. And this is bad news, folks, for anybody supporting Carmelo Anthony. Anybody that wants to see this trial get thrown out. It's going to be impossible, man, because this Texas judge has dropped some very, very strict limits on the media in the courtroom. Let's go ahead and get into it. Here we go. So right over here, Post Millennial, Texas judge put strict limits on press in courtroom where Carmelo Anthony is on trial for brutal slaying of Austin Metcalf. In case you guys haven't seen Carmelo Anthony, that's him right there. That's him right there. So it says the judge in the case of Carmelo Anthony has imposed incredibly strict rules over courtroom access and conduct ahead of the upcoming trial. Collin County Judge John Roach Jr. signed an order on Friday restricting media access, enhancing security measures, and outlining courtroom conduct requirements ahead of the trial. The judge said the measures are necessary to protect those involved in the proceedings, such as jurors and witnesses, as well as to ensure the defendant has a fair trial. Now, guys, we know that the woke media, woke sports media, they probably want to go into this thing with an agenda. Probably even try and dox out jurors. That could be very, very dangerous, folks. But look here, it says, in the order, Roach cited Shepard versus Maxwell, which addresses the impact of media coverage on a right to a fair trial. According to CBS News, under the rules, the courtroom will open at 8:20 a.m. with staggered entry beginning at 8:30 a.m. for media, 8:40 a.m. for family members, and 8:50 a.m. for the general public. Doors will be closed at 9 a.m. and no entry will be permitted until recess. Only 9 media members will be permitted inside the courtroom at one time. Photography, video recording, and live streaming are all prohibited, and no images or recordings may be taken of witnesses, prospective witnesses, jurors, or potential jurors. Media interviews inside the courtroom are also banned, and interviews with trial participants may only take place after the trial concludes. Yes. So let's say you have the pro Carmelo Anthony witnesses taking a stand. The media cannot talk to them until after the trial. This is bad news for Carmelo Anthony, man. The order also enforces strict courtroom decorum, including prohibiting reactions, talking, or distractions, such as signs or other demonstrative materials. Attendees will also be required to undergo security screening. Trial exhibits will not be released until after the trial concludes. The rules will be enforced by the Collin County Sheriff's Office and are subject to change. Violations could result in removal, loss of media credentials, or contempt sanctions. Yeah. So June 1st, guys, that is when the trial will take place. It's going to be very, very hard, man, for the woke sports media to try and get out of this one, to actually try and spin the narrative on Carmelo Anthony, who's already admitted, yeah, he killed Austin Metcalf. And I'm pretty sure that his woke handler, what's his name? I can't remember Carmelo Anthony's handler's name. And I also believe he actually has a free attorney. Remember, he raised all that money. I believe like $600,000, probably like $550,000. But he can't afford an attorney. Some was very, very sketchy, guys. And when Carmelo Anthony, his family got exposed as the frauds they are, that money dried up. And now he actually has to have a court-appointed attorney. And this ain't going to be good, man. Carmelo Anthony, in my opinion, is guilty as hell. Guilty as hell. Now, I'm pretty sure the witnesses are going to come out and say the same thing. I don't think he's getting out of this one whatsoever. So, that's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and white sports fans, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, and we'll catch you next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.